billions in tax increases that are driving working families out of Illinois. That's on you.
We've passed a good budget in a bad year.
While you were sleeping, Illinois lawmakers pass a $55 billion budget bolstered by a slew of new taxes. Good Sunday morning. Welcome to WGN TV Political Report. I'm Paul Lisnick. We begin this morning at the state capitol, where just minutes before their midnight deadline, Democrats passed a final spending plan. Well, Taman Bradley is live in Springfield this morning for us. He's got the very latest. Taman, lawmakers acknowledge this budget was not a perfect plan. What's in the bill? And that's going to the governor's desk now.
Paul, good morning. The Democratic supermajority here said that this would be a tough budget year, and it was. But they still managed to grow state spending by $2 billion to $55 billion overall. We'll put it up on the screen and show you exactly how they made all of this work, Paul. The budget eliminates health benefits for non-citizens age 42 to 64. Governor Pritzker called for that back in February, angering progressives. But ultimately, they did not withhold votes. The budget also diverts money from the motor fuel tax to general revenue. It pauses some deposits into the rainy day fund. Remember, Governor Pritzker has been building that up since he's been in office. Democrats continue to blame economic uncertainty on the Trump administration, so this budget creates a $100 million fund to respond to potential cuts. The so-called Big Beautiful Bill is pending in Washington, and Democrats are bracing for Medicaid cuts. Here in Springfield, floor debate was brief but interesting. Take a listen.
While the supermajority maintains false control through a gerrymandered map, the controversial Rule of 60, and coercive tactics, Illinois families face rising taxes, failing services, and a shrinking sense of safety.
None of us here know what the future holds in this volatile environment, but the leaders in this House have been unequivocal that we will not surrender our role in shaping the future. We will be vigilant, we will be compassionate, and if Washington's agenda warrants, yes, we will be back here to continue that effort.
Maybe back later this summer. Now, Democrats have been disciplined, but Republicans are correct in pointing out that state spending has grown $15 billion in the time that Governor Pritzker has been in office, Paul.
Yeah, Taman, we've heard for months that this was going to be a tough budget year. The governor said last week he wouldn't sign off on a plan with so-called broad-based taxes. How did lawmakers fill the funding gaps?
Yeah, no broad-based taxes. They're not going to raise the state income tax, but they are generating $800 million in new revenue. Now, this was so controversial that Democrats waited until 6 hours before deadline to finally reveal the language in the revenue package. We'll put that up on the screen for you to take a look. It has a tax amnesty program to collect delinquent taxes. It has a tax on mobile sports betting. This is per bet for folks who wager on the ball game on their phones. The budget increases smokeless tobacco and vape taxes. Now, there were some products that were not being taxed. They now will be. The tobacco tax is climbing to 45% of the wholesale price. Lawmakers are also collecting more taxes on companies that store assets overseas. Here's how folks reacted to the revenue package.
Their taxpayers are paying for this, and they get nothing except another almost billion-dollar tax increase placed on them.
It's not a great budget, but it is a good budget, and it is the budget we need for this very difficult moment.
In 6 short hours, from introduction of what it was to passage in both the House and the Senate. That's not transparent. That's not being upfront with the people of Illinois.
One thing I do agree about the other side of the aisle, it is that a budget is a statement of our priorities. And our priorities are being fiscally responsible, preparing for the future, and facing the challenges that are coming our way head on.
Taxes are never easy here at the Capitol, Paul.
That's true. Taman, look, there was another major piece of legislation we were watching late last night, and that, of course, is transit reform. It looked like a last-minute deal might happen, ultimately stalled out in the House.
It sure did, and it creates a lot of uncertainty about what's going to happen to buses and trains in the Chicagoland area. They have been warning the Regional Transportation Authority, CTA, Metro Pace, they have been warning that they need a $1.5 billion bailout. There were reforms that in fact passed out of the House, and then there was revenue to pay for that bailout that passed the Senate, but they needed to be approved by both chambers. That did not happen, and they were arguing over exactly what the revenue would look like. It was just too difficult to swallow for lawmakers. Take a look at that. It was on again and off again, but ultimately it didn't pass this. Now, riders would see a $50 million fare increase in addition to an increase in the rideshare tax. Now, Uber blasted out to customers a warning about that yesterday. Also, lawmakers considered a $1.50 fee on packages and deliveries. Groceries and medicine would be exempt, but the cost of ordering a pizza would go up. All of this was in lieu of not raising the toll price. That was floated, but the House did not act. So transit legislation is not going to happen this session. Take a listen.
The environmental impact fee that you're referencing is a funding mechanism that will fund public transit throughout our entire state. Because as part of this journey, that's what's been important.
There is nobody that's not going to get hit by this bill. Hundreds of millions of dollars, we all get hit, and now nobody's going to ride this thing where I live. Everybody else is. And we're bailing out Chicago and a terrible mayor, a dysfunctional city. They need to fix their own crap and stay the hell out of ours.
RTA is out with a statement this morning saying that they will do their budget for next year, but they will have to do it without any additional revenue. So it is likely that they will make service cuts and perhaps even layoffs, Paul.
Not what they were looking for. Taban, thank you. Appreciate it. All right, we're going to take our first break, but we are back live in Springfield in just a minute. Stay with us.